All right, Shalom. This is Brother Tyler Bob from the GMS Birmingham Camp. I want to start out by giving all glory, infinite praises to Yahweh Shemel Washai, the honors of my apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, that teach and that rule well. Salutations unto the Akim throughout the four corners that are putting their life on the line week in and week out. Hey, to you, I say Shalom. All right, with this, I just wanted to come real quick, I have been meditating in the spirit, speaking, heading, talking to my, to the head elder of my camp or whatever, and we were speaking about herbs or whatever, and it was a thing that it's a thing that I had knew, but it was great to, just like men that, they're more versed in certain things or whatever. But at the same time, we all got our levels of gift and understandings or whatever. But it was also just good to know like how the spirit is the spirit speaketh expressively, and how I was in the right spirit of, like I always said, is like everything that is like good for me, and I always use the scriptures, and that what's for me is for me, and what's for you is for you, you know. But I'll just go here. I was interrupted a lot. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 25 verse 16. It says, "Hast thou found honey? Eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomited." So yeah, I can't try to take in the apostles and the elders, or even the brother that gives me the advice. I can't even try to take in his measure. I got to take in my measure that is sufficient for me. You know, it says, "Lest thou be filled therewith and vomited." Because every man has his measure. All right. So you can't look at another man and be like, "Oh man, I seen that." For lack of better analogies, let's say if I'm speaking to, this man can drink a whole case of beer. Well, you just starting out, you can only drink 2 beers or one. It's like you can't, just because this man gave you this level of understanding, he gave you some advice, that don't mean necessarily you can move like him. So Yahweh Shemi Abishai says, "Take what is sufficient for thee." All right, let's go here. It says, "Or you will vomit it up." It's like, yeah, you'll end up you trying to take on the apostles and the elders' workload or whatever, or elder in your camp workload or whatever. Try to match him video for video. Man, you'll end up bugging out, bro. You end up bugging out. It flows naturally for this, man. You said it, but turning your wheels, and then you'll grow to hate it. You'll grow a disdain for it. So what's good for the next man may not necessarily be good for you. And that was a valid point that the elder said, especially when it comes to health and herbs, man. These brothers may have the same physique, two different physiology makeups, chemical wise, man. When it comes to the interaction with the herbs, that's the same thing spiritually. 1 Corinthians 10:23. All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. You see? Yeah, so all these things are lawful. Certain brothers can, he can deal with 2, 3 women. Certain brothers can only deal with one. Certain brothers can deal. The Lord's like, nah, it's like, I don't even want you to deal with any. You see? If any brother desire, covet or envieth the next man's lot or whatever, hey man, you'll be biting off more than you can chew, and then you'll find yourself throwing up. Because the same thing that was given unto us, we shouldn't be envious of one another, and understand it's like we got to take this thing. We got to. This says try all things by the Spirit. We got to try things by the Spirit. See what is good for you. The scriptures say. This is Matthew 13 and 11, because at the end of the day, we were given this truth. These people wasn't given this. You see? So this truth is still, even though this person may be an Israelite, this ain't for him. Though he should get it, he can't. His body can't process. His spirit can't process these things. Matthew chapter 13, verse 11 and 9. It says, I'm going to start at 10. "And the disciples came and said unto him, who is Yahushua, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. And to know these mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, hey, you gonna catch hell on your path, man. That's a part of it. But salvation shall be thereafter. Eternal glory. You got hope in the midst of all the spirit in the time of the world's judgment, Jacob's trouble. All right, Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh's judgment. You see, during these times, the Lord He's gonna give us hope. We'll have something to reach for, to continue to put a smile on His face in those destitute times, man. Then we may receive salvation, man, through His only begotten Son, by having faith and doing the work, dealing, you know. But that's all I had through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know. Understanding like, hey, we was built for this truth, man. Understand like, hey, certain things is like, hey, it's good for that brother, but it may not be good for you. And likewise, still, you know, advice that brothers give you, it works, you know, if you apply it, you know. Like the elder told me, hey, be mindful. Hey, what you think I'm doing now? I'm getting back into certain things or whatever, trying new things. Hey, I'm being mindful, making sure certain things don't offset other things or whatever. Because everything has comes with a cost on this side, man. All right, these are the things, the measures of the flesh, but the spirit shows us how to move, to navigate. All right. But that's all I had through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to end all by giving all glory, infinite praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. To my apostles and the elders, a great millstone. To the next time, Shalom.